This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, CC Punishment's gone. Ray steps in to talk about S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Garry's mod buying New World, and Razer AI.
Episode 154. That's a little different, isn't it? Huh?
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Should I do episode 154?
Don't worry, Kai, I got this. Episode 154 of the Unqualified Gamers Podcast.
Well, just so you know, Mark told me that you had episode 153.
Yeah, 53 marked as 152. Yeah. I know. Well, that wasn't a me thing. That was the editing team. They're being scolded, I believe, as we speak, which is part of the reason CC's not here. He had to scold the editing team. So, but we do have, he's been on here multiple times before, but newly, the Unsolicited Talk Podcast co-host, Rasey. Which, by the way, with your podcast being a visitor, I figured I might as well bring up a hazy IPA and give her a try while you're doing it.
Yeah, dude. I'm drinking a 51K IPA currently.
Oh, okay. I feel like Casey's probably drinking tea. So.
Yep.
Yep. Roll Tide. You know what I mean? Well, when you're missing like 6 internal organs, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, well, stuff happens.
I feel like you could get drunk a little faster now, huh?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Is that what it's from? You've been hanging out with your neighbors too long, or what's that?
No. Bad choices in motorcycle wrecks. That'll do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, you see that flag behind Rasey? Be careful what you say on the podcast, all right?
I have no jurisdiction to where you're at, so fucking...
He's got friends.
Do what you want, brother.
Somebody's going to get a call.
Look, around here, the police don't even want to do their job, so I ain't even worried about it.
That I got to be careful what I say, and I'll leave it at that.
Welcome to Mobile. You know what I mean? Mobile. Well, I used to live in a Mobile trailer park. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It got me where I'm at, so I'm not upset about it.
Yeah,
right?
Bumfuck Florida.
No. Well, I mean, first of all, Florida's a great state. I'm not the one freezing my hands off right now in like 6 inches of snow. So whatever,
dude. You will be next week.
Florida.
Well, there are better parts. Yeah, I'd rather be in Polk County, but I mean, I'll take Citrus County. It's not bad.
It's supposed to be cold in Florida next week.
Cold, yeah, it'll still hit the 50s and 60s, but it'll start off in like the 30s and
because I think whenever we come down there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think it was saying it was like high of 60 or something like that in Orlando.
Yeah. Which for Florida is cold. But the Panhandle did get like a little bit of snow this last week too, so I feel bad for those guys.
Saturday it'll be like -11 with wind chill.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take Florida, even in BFE Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. There you go. I mean, I could try and buy somewhere else. Like if I had like Jeff Bezos money, then maybe I'd go, live in the Bahamas or fly back home whenever I wanted type of thing. But I don't have that kind of money. You know what I mean?
We can combine all three of our money and not have that kind of money.
Not even close. Yeah. Well, he's trying to make more because, he's actually in a sense trying to ruin gaming too. Because, as I'm sure everybody knows, there's been like a lot of moving towards like the cloud kind of system, a lot more digital games, stuff like that. Jeff Bezos is trying to make it now to where like basically all your hardware will be rented or on a subscription basis. So they have the advancement of AI happening. And then he's basically like, well, you shouldn't own your PC or your console. You just rent the power to be able to play off of the cloud. So everything would be done. All the processes, all the power and stuff like that, storage would be in AI, in the AI data centers. And then Amazon would pretty much just charge a subscription for you to be able to play any game, which means you would never own a game.
So it's like rent a center for gaming, but you don't ultimately pay it off to own it. You're just always stuck renting it.
Oh,
correct. Yep. And if you don't pay that bill or whatever, you don't want to, pay that anymore, that subscription. And I'm sure if you're going to own it, you're going to be able to increase the price to whatever you want. So if that's what you're doing, then you're going to have people who can't afford to pay it anymore or don't want to pay that amount when it gets too high, like Paramount and Netflix and all that is doing right now. Then they're going to basically back out and not be able to play anything because they won't own a system to play.
I got my 64 and PS2, so I mean, hey.
I have a 64 as well.
Hey, man, WWE WrestleMania 2000. Greatest
game. I
don't
have that. But I have GoldenEye, Super Smash, NFL Blitz. Anyways, I guess for like Warzone or like the games that are ever changing, like I don't want to say I can get on board with that. I still don't like that you would own it, but like games that like could go away, and if people don't keep making it, like then it's just an ending game because it's all internet based anyways.
Right.
But like when I purchase a game for like single play, that's where it would bother me, right? Because like currently to this day, I let Lincoln play Halo, right? And like if I couldn't do it without having a subscription for him to play Halo, he would never play Halo.
I mean, I've been playing on my ROG Ally X the Hogwarts Legacy. It's like been my main thing since I got that. Is I downloaded a few games to play them, to try them, but I can't stop playing Hogwarts Legacy. It's like I started a whole new character, trying to do everything on, in a sense, controller and learning all that. And ever since I started playing it, I can't stop playing it. So if I couldn't own that game, or I had to have some sort of internet connection to play a game, I think there'd be a lot of problems. I think a lot of gamers would have problems with that, which is why like in the UK, Stop Killing Games was so huge, because gamers don't want it to lead to that cloud subscription basis type of thing.
Right. You know,
sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was to say, you know, you brought up the ROG Ally. I was going to bring up that version that I bought. I downloaded Hogwarts Legacy 2, and I don't know if I've got the settings wrong or, you know, I'm doing something wrong, whatever. But the regular ROG Xbox Ally does not play Hogwarts Legacy that good.
Do you have it on Windows mode, or do you have it in your handheld mode?
I've got it in the handheld mode because that's what I thought the problem was. Because when I first got it, I was messing with stuff, and
you turned all the settings down and put the play performance up to like advanced or performance or whatever it is, peak.
Turbo or something like that.
Turbo, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got Mark to look at it for me. Because I was like, man, I obviously did something wrong. But it just, even with the settings down, what it did is it copied all of my settings from my PC. So, of course, when I loaded into the game,
it is a PC, so understandable.
Of course, the game looked beautiful. But I'm talking as soon as I like moved 2 feet, I mean, the game just started just skipping. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, could be because the standard and the, you know, internals of it. I have no idea. I mean, I turned mine down a little bit. I think I turned mine down to medium, and then I played on, you know, the handheld mode, and I think I have on high performance, not turbo, but it works. It seems to work for me. There are times where I like hit a door and then it takes a second for the door to open, but that's fine by me. I'll still play the game. I have noticed that, like, on my phone, I keep getting alerts that Red has appeared online on Xbox. So I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. And I'm like, maybe our creator somebody's at work playing a game.
Hey, man, I can take breaks.
I know. I get it. I've been playing at lunch. I had someone walk in while I was taking lunch and playing my game. And they're like, what are you doing?
All right.
And they're like, oh, you playing while working? I'm like, we get breaks too. So, you know. Supervisors don't have to starve.
Right. Scroll on TikTok for 20 minutes. No one bats an eye. Pick up a Xbox handheld and everybody loses their mind.
Yeah, that's it.
I had somebody at work playing a phone game, lunch break. So we get an hour lunch break that's not paid for. So it's us. And one of the supervisors came in and was like, what are you doing? Like, just playing a phone game, you know, kind of decompressing, if you will. And he's like, that's not part of the mission. Like, I'm not getting paid for the mission right now, brother. Like, what are we talking about? So.
Let me finish my farm real quick, and I'll go give another ticket. Chill out.
Well, we're not doing that right now.
Well, yeah, you're training, whatever.
Yeah, I'm training people.
Teach someone how to not drown. Whatever you're working on right now, whatever, dude.
Yeah, we can get to that at a later time.
Yeah,
but
well. Another thing that's kind of happening with this whole AI world is MSI released a monitor, the Meg X monitor. And this thing has AI incorporated into the monitor. And we've seen things similar to that with like, having a reticle on your screen and stuff like that. But this has 6 different AI assisting modes that like completely change. For me, it feels like cheating with a monitor. They're going to have AI tracker, which will auto highlight the in-game characters, like your enemies, anybody that appears on your screen, automatically highlights them so you can see them easier. They're going to have AI goggles, so if you get like flashbang, you recover a lot faster. AI scopes, you automatically zoom in on a target for precision with the option of night vision. So if you're playing like a Tarkov night raid or even Arc Raiders night raid, you'll be able to see people in the dark with the AI goggle. Again, sounds like cheating. AI vision, smarter brightness adaptation with cleaner details, so it cleans up your screen, similar to, I guess, the gamma or the graphics settings on like your NVIDIA card and stuff. And then AI gouge shows your enemy's health and status, and then AI scene detects the type of game and switches displays for optimization. Now that one I don't have a problem with. That doesn't seem like cheating. That's just optimizing your screen.
Yeah, the seeing in the dark part, that's yeah.
I mean, the highlighting people, recovering from flashbangs faster, like that sounds like an integrated cheat.
Yeah.
It's literally what all the gamers that have banned for cheating, we'll say in Warzone, have been banned for, is just that.
Yeah. Well, there's a, I mean, it's a little bit further down the list, but we have an Arc Raiders thing, which people have talked about with Tfue, who got banned for, I believe it was for using the console configs within Steam, which you can, there's multiple ways you can use it for certain things, but one of them was for, at first you had graphic settings in NVIDIA so you could see better, but when they pretty much stopped allowing that on Arc Raiders, people tried to find like, oh, we'll change our gamma display and that'll help out a little bit. But people were going into the console configs, making it so their screen was super bright. So even in night raid, it looked like the sun was out. And then it even made smoke invisible. Like they did not see smoke. So any enemies, if they threw down smoke to res their friend and wanted to see an enemy, they could see him perfectly. Threw a smoke on an enemy, could still see him perfectly. And that's the type of stuff I consider cheating. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I believe we even talked about the people spawning in last week. So the Arc Raiders, though, I guess, does have escalating PvE coming. So, I mean, that's a plus. We don't have to worry. Well, you still have to worry about PvP if you put yourself in PvP lobbies. Right? Rasey and I, in the beginning, S.T.A.L.K.E.R runs constantly. So, I think we were constantly shooting at people. But that was when S.T.A.L.K.E.R first came out, and it was like automatic on site, no matter who you were shooting.
Yeah. Well,
so if you were nice, you try to avoid it.
It's funny because right before I did this, I sat down to play around in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and I mean, it was just funny that I was running around, no gear, no nothing, and everybody's cool, everybody's talking. Of course, I'm running up to stuff. I knew where a good locker was. I run up to it, one of them fireball roly-poly things, come up and gets me. And of course, I died because I was looking through the loot. And this guy, he comes running up. He goes, "Hey, man, what are you doing? You're supposed to get out of the fire." And I'm on the ground, and he goes, "See, watch this." And he like runs into the fire and runs out. And he says, "You do this." And of course, you see somebody else running. He goes, "Hey, man, you got a defib for this guy? I don't know what he's doing." And like, I'm retarded. Oh, yeah, he picked me up. I'm like, I'm retarded. I don't know what to tell you.
Roll Tide. It's just... Yeah, I mean, getting out of the fire helps a little bit when you're fighting the Ark. So apparently the current threats have been kind of mastered, minus Casey, where you're getting shot at things, you dodge the bullets or try and dodge away from the taser. I know, complications, I get it. But they're going to be adding new Ark with new attack patterns, which I'm sure eventually we'll figure out. The Shredders are going to be added to more maps than just Stella. And then they're working on bringing that, like, you've seen it in the background, that mountain-sized Ark that's, like, walking around in the background.
The Baron or whatever?
Emperor, I think. Maybe, I think. But they're trying to bring it in without crashing the server, which is part of the problem with something that big and interactive and all that good stuff. Because,
right.
I mean, how many people can actually compute with that thing? And like,
well, when you get a whole server of everybody chunking, 20 wolf packs at it at one time, I mean,
even when it goes down and all the loot that it's going to end up dropping, being able to process all that loot in one, or the whole server in one area picking up loot,
Yeah, so being spread out and easier to comprehend, I suppose. Yeah, they're also talking about making a walkable hub. So when you go back to Speranza, you don't just like appear with your inventory open and stuff like that in your own inventory. You could actually like walk around to different areas of Speranza, which I don't know if that would require you to like walk to each workbench and stuff like that, or if you could just stay there and go to the workbench. But they're saying like you can meet other raiders.
Gotta be honest with you, I don't necessarily hate the idea, but it just like feels like wasted added time.
It does. I mean, it's good for people who are soloing and maybe want a teammate to help them with a mission or something.
Sure.
The question is, so my thought is like you meet someone else in the hub, right? And you're like, hey, I need these apricots for my chicken. And they're like, oh, I need this for whatever. Can you trade in the hub, or do you have to go into a raid with that person, like friend them, go in, and then you trade in game and then get out? Or can you like trade in the hub?
I would have a hard time seeing a game. I mean, maybe not Arc Raiders because it's like different than what we've seen in years, but a game doing something willing to like let their people progress that easy or that quick, right?
I could see that. Now I will say that like the developers themselves have actually come out and said like the game is not. It wasn't intended for PvP. It was intended for PvE. That's why like the bigger arc, you're actually supposed to fight with other people. Like it's supposed to be groups coming in to help fight this arc. Now there are PvP aspects where I don't know, maybe someone's like steal, like you and Casey kill a leaper, and now someone else comes up and tries to take your shit, and you're like, excuse me, and they're like, oh, excuse me, and they run off with the one leaper pulse that you just spent all your stuff on,
Yeah.
And so you're like, all right, well, now I gotta kill him because he stole my stuff. I can't. Like, I need that pulse. That's the reason I killed this thing. And so I can see aspects of that. But other than that, like it was initially designed for, I mean, they tried to bring out Arc Raiders years ago and it was only PvE. And the game kind of dropped a little bit because a lot of people like that PvP aspect, which is why I'm glad they have aggression-based matchmaking as part of it. Because the people who want PvP, they get PvP. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I wouldn't hate? Is like when they create this PvE realm for Arc Raiders, where like if the scenario is they steal your leap or whatever, like you can aggro to go PvP in that sense. You know what I mean? But then you're flagged for PvP throughout the entirety of that raid or whatever.
Similar to like a New World, but New World you had to choose to flag yourself and only could fight people flagged.
Yeah, correct.
This would be like you killed another person, you would get flagged automatically for PvP.
Yeah, but like, hopefully, theoretically, in those situations, like a PvE would be like those aspects of like somebody stealing your loot. Like the game knows that you killed that leaper, somebody else like that didn't put shots on it, took it, so now they're flagged for PvP.
Right. Or like their damage was super low. I mean, that might be a little bit hard to put in the algorithm or in the coding. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Just use AI. Fuck it.
Boom. We got plenty of those centers floating around, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, PlayStation is also supposed to be adding AI to their stuff, but it's like an in-game. It's called a ghost player, but they're calling it like an AI brother. So basically, let's say you're in a game. You would maybe it would make sense for kids, but not for. And still, I wouldn't want to use it for kids either, because what happens is you get stuck in a game, right? You're playing Halo, you can't get past this level, and you need help doing it. What happens is AI basically takes your playstyle, copies you, makes an AI version inside the game, and then plays for you. You don't have to play.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
My son currently plays Spider-Man 2, and for a 5-year-old, that's a complicated game.
100%.
I have a hard time playing that game when you ask for help, but I would much rather him ask me for help 7 times in 3 minutes than something generating how he does stuff to like do the game for him. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not learning, observing, or anything. You're just going to let it take control, and then you're not progressing yourself in any sort of fashion. Like, you don't even have to watch. You just let it do it, and then you go back to it.
Right. I mean, it's similar to like what you guys talk about on Unsolicited Talk Podcast all the time is working out. Right? Is it's just like that. Like, if you don't work out your own muscles, like if you constantly have resisting bands helping you up or a spotter that's constantly pulling the bar, you're not going to build that muscle. Same thing comes with video games. Like, you're not going to be able to learn how to defeat things or solve puzzles and stuff like that within games if you don't ever practice doing it. You're never going to see those clues that stick out, you know. And we've talked about this before a little bit with people and what was it, like if your kid's getting help constantly, if you're constantly helping your kid, they're not learning how to do that stuff. And
well, that's like with mine. I mean, whatever they're playing, you know, I'll help them a little bit and then tell them, like, look, you got to learn, you got to practice. And then, you know, I'll hear them over there talk about, oh, I did it, or I found this, or, you know, it's like, yeah, it's practice a little bit. You can't be horrible like your daddy all the time.
Could you imagine if this was out right now, and Casey being relatively new to first-person shooters? Like, the dude still wouldn't know how to play first-person shooters. AI would just do it for him.
That's true. Yeah, he would just be like, I have to borrow brother for a quick second. AI brother, get over here. Yeah, I don't. Growing up, I guess, in a different era, which was, again, part of that thing that we talked about where the games function differently into how your mind grows and learns and like holds that that functionality of being able to accept loss and stuff like that. But just being able to learn how to complete the game is a big thing, and not having that AI just do everything for you, which it's similar to cheating. It's not cheating. I understand that, like, you're getting help and it's only supposed to be used in single player games, but it's just like the game was designed for you to learn and beat it and stuff like that. What's the point of playing a Souls game if you don't die and like learn how to get better and you just let AI play the game for you? Well, you might as well watch a movie. Just go watch Twitch. Don't even put money into the game. Just give the money to the Twitch streamers, and then, you know, just have them put it on a big screen and watch it.
Or just YouTube, whatever game it is, gameplay.
Yeah,
you know?
and just sit there and watch it. It's the same thing.
I will say, with the new, and I'm transitioning here, and I apologize, but with you talking about like the way the new generation is as far as like getting to save games and never truly dying and stuff. The new game that I've been playing, like, you can save at any point in time, and I know, like, if I'm about to die or do something hard, I save that shit so I can go right back to that moment. Like, I use it too, but I also grew up how you grew up, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, we know, like, our minds have already obviously like grown in. They've matured around the idea of loss, around the idea of like the game ends no matter what. It like, I can shut my brain off after the game ends or after I'm done playing the game. Nowadays, like you said, like, I'm hitting save every single time I hear the music change. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not waiting around for the boss to come up, kill me, and then I got to start 20 minutes back. Like, nah, I'll take a chance and save right here. But it's different when you're growing and learning how to play games to, like, we've already been playing for forever. I'll save because, especially as an adult, I don't have as much time as I did as a kid to play. My kids, as soon as they get home, if they have homework, obviously they do homework. But then after that, like, they get on their pads and they'll play some games. I can't just get home and instantly start playing games. So, like, they have a lot more time to be able to die, restart, pick everything up compared to, you know, like me. I get home and we do dinner, we put the kids to bed, stuff like that, and then, you know, I'll be able to jump on.
Animals you got to take care of.
That's exactly what I was supposed to say. I was like, you got a old farm over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kid you not, the wife has probably hatched close to, it's probably not at, but close to 100 chickens in the last like 2 months. She just keeps finding these pretty eggs. Like, they're so beautiful. Look at that. What kind of chicken could it hatch? And then you're like, I don't know, but it tastes good as an omelet. And then she's like, no, we have to hatch it and see what it becomes. And
have you tried to make your own balut yet?
I have not. Actually, I do work with a coworker who he grew up eating balut and he likes it. And I told him, well, if you need to borrow an incubator and want to try to make your own home balut, I mean, go for it, I guess. I don't know if it's illegal in the U.S. or not.
I don't know that either. If you let them borrow the incubator, your wife is going to have to pause the spawning of chickens.
We have 2 incubators.
Nice. Let them borrow both.
yeah. Just how much balut do you want, buddy?
Okay. I know you know a buddy that also wants to try this.
Yeah, you've got a friend. Here, take these. We'll rent them to you for $10 a month. Whatever, dude.
Fuck it, dude. $0.25 a month. Saves you some time.
Save me money by I'll pay you to borrow these if you don't mind. The wife will not be happy, but boy, will I lose a lot of extra chickens.
Look at all these chickens.
Yeah. Another thing. So last week we talked about the GTA 6 delay or possible delay because it's supposed to come out in November, but there's talks obviously that things might not be where they're supposed to be by that time to release. GTA just had the North building had an explosion, which conveniently happens to be the same building as where GTA 6 is being worked on. This is giving me like tinfoil hat vibes, by the way. So I don't. They're saying that there was a malfunction in one of the heater boilers, but they're open and operational now. Right, malfunction. Oh, I don't know how that stick of dynamite got in that heater. No idea.
The amount of money that has had to be put into this game already without even being released is like they got to release something. Like something has to be released, right? And it's like at some point in time, is it just like not going to be released, and then all that money is gone,
wasted? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
how much? Well, let me ask you this 2 questions. 1, do you think it'll be subscription-based game? And 2, if it's not, how much do you think the game will be on release? Not like the higher tier packs, just like standard version game.
I say yes. I think there's going to be an option for a subscription, and I think that game's going to be $80 minimum.
So I'm going to say yes with a caveat is I think that they're going to release it in packs like other games do. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to release it as an $80 game at least, if not $100. And then you're only going to get certain amount of the map, certain amount of the missions, unless you buy the next pack. Because how else do they make all that money back?
Right. Well, I mean, live would probably be a huge part of it. I mean, that I could see being a subscription, right? GTA Live.
100%.
Borderlands 4 was what, $120 edition. So I'm sure they'll have a $120 edition to get you something.
I'm sure they're going to have like a $200 edition.
They're going to have to make like different skins for the characters, different like cars that you can purchase. Like, and this is like, we're talking regular game mode as well as like the online version. I think they're going to have so much that like you can purchase to release just to start working towards getting their money back.
So do you think it's going to vary from GTA 5, or do you think it'll be very much like GTA 5 online type of thing?
I think they're going to keep the realm of GTA 5. Mm-hmm. I think that it's going to turn into a pay to, I don't want to say win because GTA is not really that type of game, but it's like a pay to have the best stuff. Like you're not just going to be able to work up to it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they'll definitely still have like the role-playing servers where you don't really have the choice of buying everything in that server. And I don't know how things will equate with transferring of servers and stuff like that, but so much has gone into like the details of this game and how things are going to break away and the pixels and water. So much is going into this.
Isn't there a subscription to GTA 5 online?
I think so.
I haven't played in so long.
Yeah, the last time I played like on any sort of like internet type of thing was when Rasey, Brian, and I were on the bus with our PSPs and we were connected via Bluetooth.
Dude, I miss my PSP, dude.
Bro, that was legit though.
That shit was fire.
That was like one of the first handhelds that were actually like we played on a Game Boy, but it's not the same as like a PSP
Wasn't the same.
That was like the first like handheld type of console.
Yeah.
I think it was sweet. And then we'd be riding on the bus playing Grand Theft Auto with each other. And we were playing tag in a sense, but it was like you had to hit each other with a car or like shoot the other person, tag you, right?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I missed that. But now I've got my ROG LAX. I guess I'll just play that. Whatever, dude.
Can you get GTA 5 on that?
Ooh, it's a great question. I feel like you could. I think you can. If you put it on... if you download it on the, I don't see why you couldn't. You could get if you have it in Steam, you should be able to play it.
Like I should just buy one. We get that, and we all can play tag again.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I am down. Wait, who's all we? You, me, and Brian again?
I don't know if Brian's gonna buy that.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, we can bring Casey in.
Casey
can bring CC in.
Mm-hmm. Well, CC bought a Steam Deck, so I don't think he's gonna go for that. But maybe the Steam Deck will play GTA 5. I don't know.
Yeah. Now is it cross-plat?
It should be. I mean, it plays any game that should be. So it's playing just like it's a regular PC.
Mm.
So I mean, it has like the Windows or not Windows, the Xbox function on it.
Yeah.
So you can scroll between like Steam, Xbox, and stuff like that, and you can download Epic. But
do you pay a monthly subscription like you would with a regular Xbox for your ROG?
If I were to try and play Xbox games that are not on Steam, I would have to get the Game Pass. Yes, but I've only been playing my Steam games, so no, I don't have to pay any subscription at all.
I signed back up for it, but that was only because Kaylee's got her Xbox.
So you're just gonna give me your login and I'll just play on my Xbox?
No, you got one in your hand. I mean, I don't.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Which I will say this. Different? Oh, price
you have 2 different versions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, mine is 1,000.
Yeah. We'll see. Old Mr. Baller over there. I found one on Facebook Marketplace. This girl had one brand new in the box, still sealed, wrapped up, everything. $400. It's the only reason I bought one.
No, his was the $700 or $800 version. $600?
Yeah, it's basically like the Xbox Series S version is basically what it is.
The X, makes sense.
Listen, I need a new muffler for my truck, and that runs right around the $1,000 marker. So let me get that first, and then we'll.
Did you work like 90 hours last week or something like that?
And those because it's a 2-week pay period, I worked 150. So.
Well,
that's the OT alone pays for your muffler and a fucking
right.
LX.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you got a Sawzall?
I do.
I mean, is it a popular truck? Plenty of them out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying do anything illegal as a cop, but
you know what my job is.
I mean, I know, but
listen, I went.
Look, do y'all even have to have mufflers up there? Because down here, you can just cut them off and yeehaw, roll tide.
Well, that's the problem. He's not in Alabama.
Yeah.
You're technically supposed to. Technically. Yeah. Am I ever going to be the guy to write you the ticket for not having a muffler? Probably not. I'm going to say probably.
Not saying never.
Not saying always. Yeah. Probably not. But with that being said, I drive a Ram 1500 Bighorn, right? And because I don't like I put an aftermarket exhaust on it, and it rusted out. Mm. So there from the cat, there is no exhaust. So it is loud as shit in my cab and with my kids and it's more annoying than it is anything else. So that's why
all the salt. I take it like you haven't been getting the underbody wash.
Actually no, it's because of all the pressure and then the moisture inside. It rusted from the inside out. And it started little by little and then worked all the way to cat.
You didn't have the 1/4 inch per foot slope?
No, I got to Meyer one day and I pumped gas, got back in the truck. Aaron walked out from inside the gas, out from inside to outside of the gas station.
Can I come out to the end now, or come out from the end now? Yeah.
Either way, and she was like, "Do you know your exhaust is hanging on the ground?" I was like, "No." I get out and look, and like from the cat, back. It's like on the ground, dragging. So I like pull into a parking spot and I like kick it, and the whole thing just falls off. And I'm like, cool.
That's great. Yeah, I know a mechanic. Also, is such a mechanic. They also play car mechanic all the time. So
actually, I relatively know the guy.
Okay, see. Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah, where are they at? They know trucks. That's no big deal. Well, if you decide to, there's a famous Chinese modder named XNZ. What she did was she took the PlayStation, Xbox Series X, the PS5, sorry, Xbox Series X, and the Switch 2, and like 3D molded its own stand. Took all the motherboards, stripped them down, or took the console, stripped them down to the motherboards, put them all in this one like 3D printed stand to fit in, and then made a unifying cooling system that was like a custom made old dipping way to do it, metal cooler. So the system is supposed to be super cooling. 250 watt power, which is used for every single console except there's a button on top that when you pushes it switches between the consoles. So it's not like 250 watts trying to push all three, whatever. And there's like an eject button for the Switch 2. So if you want, you just take all the consoles you have now, make your own modded console.
Did they just do this?
I think they recently did it. I know because there's been a modder who did like they make smaller systems and stuff like that and compact that.
I was supposed to say I know it might have been like the crack smell or something next door coming over here, but I was like I swear I've heard about this from somewhere.
Yeah, I know there's been people who have like combined like the Xbox and the PlayStation or whatever, but she took like three, made a little triangle. I don't know if that's. I'm not saying the idea is new, but like all three of the PlayStation 5, Xbox X, and then the Switch 2 seems pretty new. Which will she get in trouble for modding her Switch 2 and get that thing shut down?
I was gonna ask that if like is that a possibility now that Switch 2 is within this platform?
See, the Switch 2 is very similar to what Jeff Bezos wants. So Casey's already on there. He's ready. They already got that in practice, so that works out for him.
I haven't had any problems with my Switch 2, but but I'm not trying to pirate games and load stuff on there.
That's true. Yeah, and you have to use like the original cord to charge it, or else you could be in some doo-doo if it senses like different spikes and stuff.
Well, see, when I tried to use a different cord one time, it just told me it didn't have enough power or something like that. Told me to use the original cord. I plugged the original cord in, had no problem. So
I don't know why charging it would be a problem, but
I think it's got one of them fast charger, the little blocks, like one of them little fast chargers or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. The next thing we have is actually what Rasey brought up to me, which he might be able to elaborate a little bit on. I only watched one of the videos of it. It's called S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and it looked like a Daisy mixed with like Left 4 Dead or something. But
yeah, I heard from a buddy, and then that's how I got into it. And normally I'm not a big solo player game person once in a while, depending on the game. But this game kind of has me hooked. It is the game that like you can save at any point in time, which is super convenient for me because I don't always have a lot of time. But there's like a few different like anomalies within it. And the nice part is like, depending on how you choose the story or like to go with the stories, depending on what you do. And there's like,
now is it like one of those things, like if you make a decision now, it affects gameplay later?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll call it the alliance, right? You can choose to like go the path to be with them, or like the path that I'm kind of choosing or feel like I'm choosing is like, fuck them, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to go solo on this.
Yeah. And like, so I don't know how each path goes yet. I haven't beat the game. But you know, there's options in there. Like I had to recover a sentimental, like, family heirloom piece for a guy. And then like an option within that after I found it was like talking to a different stalker, and he was like, you can give it to him, or like, dude, I'll give you a gun in return for that. And like, I'll find a good home for it. So like, I gave it to that dude to get the gun.
It's apocalyptic times. I kind of need a weapon to defend myself. Sorry. Your mementos couldn't wait.
Yeah, so just different options within the storyline, so you can beat it one time and then find a different way to beat it. Mm-hmm. There's like radiation in the game, and you have to like take different drinks to get rid of the radiation. Health and stamina, you got to eat food, so kind of like that DayZ mixture within that aspect of it.
So it's a fully released game. How much does it cost?
Putting me on the spot here, I don't remember.
I mean, honestly, is it like a standard, like close to $70, or was it cheap?
Yeah. It's a standard price tag. You can there was a package where you could get like a couple extra things that I didn't pay for.
Yeah, understandably.
Not that worried about it, but yeah, just a standard price for it. If you're into solo games, I suggest it. There's different anomalies within the game that you can like get that like can help you and or hinder you. Like it'll help you but also hurt you. So one of the things is like when you put it on, it'll help you but also like puts radiation to your body. So, like you got to unattach it when you don't need it for the perk that it has. Stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you played Hogwarts Legacy at all?
Nope.
Okay. That's another single player game I highly suggest if you haven't played it.
Yeah, I wasn't even
God of War.
Yeah, I wasn't. Really I have God of War on my Switch.
Okay.
So I've played that.
I remember when you weren't even a Harry Potter fan or didn't really know Harry Potter.
It was Florida Times.
That was Florida Times.
Wasn't that I wasn't a fan. I just never really watched it.
Yeah.
And I'm actually watching, we just finished the fourth movie, Aaron and I.
Is that the
Goblet of Fire?
Goblet of Fire, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We'll be riding the Harry Potter rides this time next week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ever been to a theme park?
No, you did get a ride, the Apple ride or whatever it was, the on top of New York, in Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
Horrible roller coaster, by the way. Do not recommend.
I was gonna say what I didn't have fun.
Yeah, it was that was not a good road. Of all the roller coasters I've ever been on, not a fun time.
Yeah. Speaking of roller coasters, Universal, next year they're shutting down the Fast and the Furious supercharged ride, and the new roller coaster they're putting up is going to be the Fast and the Furious. What's it? Hollywood Drift is what's
Tokyo
coming.
Drift?
No,
or they're making a Hollywood Drift.
Well, that's what it's called over there at the other Universal. So,
gotcha. So they're taking down the current.
It was they took down the rocket. Oh Lord, I can't even remember the name of it now. It was the big coaster that went around the park. Red Rocket coaster, something like that.
Sure.
I can't even remember.
That sounds wrong, but I'll agree with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying they're taking down a Fast and the Furious ride to put up another Fast and the Furious ride.
Well, it's so the ride, it's just like a small building. You go in and it's a cool setup. I mean, you see a bunch of the car. It's those pictures I sent you of. It's got a bunch of the cars from the movie. You go in and there's like a little like mission briefing, and you get on like this bus, and you kind of go in, and there's screens on the side of you, and it's like a kind of movie type deal. It's real quick. A lot of people actually hated the ride, so a lot of people were happy that it's getting shut down. Which Kaylee loved it. That kid went in there and bought a Fast and the Furious a jacket, like 3 T-shirts, a necklace. I mean, she was a little upset when I told her that they were shutting it down.
Yeah, I could see some people being upset about it. I mean, there's a lot of people who have like niche likes. New World shut down, right? Which a lot of people, Grail, for instance, my friend Grail, loved New World, was on that thing like every single day, but they shut down. Now there is the rumor that Garry's mod owner has offered to buy New World for $25 million. So maybe it'll get revamped. He said games should never die, but I mean, some games probably should. Maybe not all games.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty should probably take its grave finally, but I don't know. We'll see what the next one's going to be entailing. I'm not excited for it, but
I think Call of Duty could have a comeback.
Maybe. I mean, Battlefield's dropped a lot, but
if they're on the same path, no. But I feel like Call of Duty could.
Now, if I remember right, Medal of Honor is supposed to be making a return, and if they make a return, then I think Call of Duty might definitely be in some trouble.
Yeah, I could see that one.
We're talking about returns. Isn't Gears of War returning?
I think they have a new Gears of War coming out. I believe so. That one I'll have to look into. But I think I heard something about Gears of War as well.
Yeah. I'm going to get that if they do.
Speaking of returning, I see something you ain't put on the list.
Excuse me. No one sent it to me.
No. Actually, I saw it as soon as I got home today. Have y'all seen the trailer for the new Masters of the Universe movie?
Mm-mm.
I literally, maybe like 2 hours ago, saw it. I don't know when they released the trailer, but...
You saw the trailer for it?
Yes, the full-blown trailer. It's June 5th, I think is the date.
Oh, is the release date?
Yes.
Of the movie?
Yes.
Huh. I think that's the earliest I've ever seen a trailer for a movie getting released. 5 months away. Yeah. Usually they have like the trailer a year out, or
it didn't look bad. It's a completely different take versus the original Dolph Lundgren movie.
Right. Now, I will say that a horrible take would be Razer's take on some headphones or gaming headset. They have like
Razer though.
I like their A50s. The A50s were good, especially when I had an Xbox. The problem is that they're trying to put some AI headphones in. It's called Project Motoko, something like that.
Yeah, that's
the headphones are going to have dual 3K 60 FPS cameras on each side of the headset. So each earbud has a camera. And what it does is it watches your game and then gives you advice on how to play that game, which I don't have a problem with coaching. Coaching's cool, but just the fact that headset has cameras is just weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Too much camera footage or AI help into shit.
Yeah, everything, too much AI everywhere. Like, I understand being cool and innovative, but cameras in your headsets to watch your game to coach you, like, let me just share my screen and have a coach. Nah.
What is that movie? Is it WALL-E, where they're like fat people floating around in chairs everywhere?
Yeah.
Dude, that is what's going to happen. Like, I'm not saying that common sense is like learned, but it's like experience driven. And like, if we're not having experience because AI is doing it all for us, like that's what we're coming to, is like people floating in chairs, eating, getting fat, and like computers are going to do everything.
Dying of heart disease at 30.
Yeah. In the movie, they even talked about like bone density disappearing because they hadn't walked for forever.
Yeah, because what do you need it for?
I mean, we're on our way with Grubhub and all that good stuff anyways. Nobody has to go out anymore. I understood it during COVID, but now like there's food places that are like 5 minutes up the road and people are like, let me just Grubhub it. Like, bro, just drive 5 minutes up the road or walk 5 minutes up the road and grab your food.
You know what's crazy? I ordered from
people in insane asylums.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the people there. I ordered pizza from a pizza joint that delivered. They like subbed it out to Grubhub.
That's what B-Dubs does. And B-Dubs will do the same thing.
But like this was like I don't remember I think it was Pizza Hut. And Pizza Hut delivers. I've had them delivered to my house before, but then I got text of like DoorDash showing up, and then the deliverer showed up, and I like left a $5, $10 tip for the delivery driver, and it's literally not even a mile from my house. Call me lazy.
You lazy bastard.
But
90 hours a week, and this guy can't even go to a Pizza Hut up a mile up the road.
Yeah, dude. When I get home, I just want to sit on my hotel.
I understand. Trust me, I get it.
But yeah, I was like, hey, did they give you the $5-10 for delivery? He's like, no. And I was like, damn, dude, sorry. Like, I don't have cash, or I'd give you cash, but now you got to go back there and like figure that out.
I got Cash App and Venmo.
Didn't say that.
No. That's a smart. If you're a delivery driver, that's a smart thing to have. Is like, Just have a piece of paper with your Cash App and Venmo scan code on there. Just be like, I got this.
I would tell that guy, you're not getting my information, buddy.
Sorry. No. It's my fault for the company you work for kind of scamming you. Yeah, that's kind of, I've also noticed like ever since COVID, and maybe it was before COVID, I would say after COVID, the pizza delivery places like take forever. Like it used to be, if your pizza's not there in like 30 or 45 minutes or something like that, it's free. Now it's like they take an hour and a half before your pizza even shows up, 2 hours, and you're like, what is it? And that's not even going through a third-party site. That's like directly them. I
feel like that's more driven because people don't want to work nowadays, so they don't have the amount of drivers that they would normally have. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why you're getting all these AI things to help assist do everything. I mean, Razer has the headphones that are coming out, but they're also coming out with AI Ava, which is, it's almost like, I don't want to say her name because my TV will turn on, but like her, but it's literally a person inside of a little bottle that looks like it's like a 5.5 inch 3D hologram of, you can choose your person, not, you only get like 5 different things you can choose behind or from or whatever, but you literally, it sits there and learns your life so you can ask it questions to get answers to like anything you're doing on your computer, like just ask it. It's similar to Google, but it's like based off of learning you.
You know what it reminds me of?
Eagle Eye?
No, but forgive me for not knowing the name because I just watched the series with Lincoln. Who is the little chip put into Master Chief?
Cortana.
Mm-hmm. It's like Cortana for your PC, dude.
Similar. Well, this one would be able to go anywhere, but yeah, it like you connect it to your office PC or home PC and it jumps between the two or whatever. But yeah, Cortana for your PC. That's a good way to put that. Yeah, I like that. Maybe they should have called it AI Cortana.
Or AI Cortana, so they can't copyright it.
Yeah, it's not copyrighted. It's Cortana. Because she's in a Cortana. Sorry, that was a horrible one. On the plus side of companies with AI, Warhammer 40K has banned AI from being put in the design process at all. So they're going to hold on to like the people's creativity and not just throwing stuff into AI and using that for the games. So kudos to Warhammer for sure, which might be one of the reasons like Henry Cavill likes them. I mean, they're giving him creative directive for the shows. So he wants to stay true to the script and, you know, the lore and stuff like that. So, I mean, part of Warhammer taking AI out is to, you know, make sure things stay true and like it's part of that design and creativity instead of we'll just throw the slot to the computer and see what they come up with. Which probably why Stranger Things 5 finale sucked so bad because they just threw it to AI and said, "Man,
still haven't watched the new one."
Give it
I understand if you don't. Yeah, just so many things are wrong. There's going to be a part where I talked about this too. Nancy grabs the carrying handle on the M16 and just racks the carrying handle somehow.
That's how that works, dude.
That's exactly how it works.
Modified between a pistol and a rifle.
That's it. It's like a bump stock, but for the carrying handle.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, why not? They've got the Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. They're supposed to be doing something with that as well. But they're saying in the near future when the next game they're trying to release will be in first person. And I know like we're pretty big fans of, you know, the Ghost Recons. And it's always been in third person. You dig yourself into the dirt, stuff like that. And this is supposed to be a change for the Ghost Recons and seeing if maybe first person works out better for it. And I don't know how that'll work because I know there's a lot of enemies and how you scope in, but will you still be able to like hide behind a wall and then how do you peek, you know, or does the entire game aspect change?
Kind of like it. It's more realistic as far as like that first person being like in real life. I can't just see around a corner from over my shoulder, you know.
I agree. I do like it makes games harder, and I was a huge like third person only person on like PUBG for a long time, and then once I started playing first person, I was like, it's a disadvantage, but it's also an advantage because it's now like literally I'm not going to be able to see you unless you're in front of me.
Yeah,
like I can't just peek
it's the
behind
same
a corner.
Disadvantage for everybody though. It's
Correct.
Not like some are playing third while you're playing first, you know.
Right. And I think, you know, part of our background helps us a little bit with like the tactical side of, you know, how to move and maneuver and stuff like that compared to just like, let me run out here and see if I can't outfire or power this guy.
I'm up. They see me. I'm down.
Yeah. Doesn't always work in PUBG for some reason.
I don't
know. Especially when your guy gets down at like, I don't know, half of like a sloth trying to get out of a tree. Just, man, I'm down. All right. Yes. So I see them or they see me, I'm down. It doesn't work so well there. But I mean, it is what it is. They also had a worldwide shutdown on January 4th for League of Legends. Apparently, this is kind of funny. I mean, you've seen it with things like Winnie the Pooh, when they made that Pooh movie that was like a horror movie. But the Riot Games forgot to renew the game's SSL security cert, which was like they did the same thing 10 years prior. So like everything got down. Players were blocked from logging in. There were some people who made like a temp fix that they could log into the game, but for the most part, people just weren't able to even jump in. So they have a new cert now that's supposed to be set for 100 years. So if you had that problem in League of Legends, if you were playing, like I think Chris Fine and George plays and stuff like that, you should be good now for the next 100 years. So, you get a mechanical heart, you'll be able to play.
Never played it.
Me neither. Yeah. People were surprised that I haven't played it. I don't know why. Like,
do you look like a nerd that would play it?
Thanks, man. It's the hat.
Yeah.
It's the hat, isn't it?
It's gotta.
Once I get I'm going to have some decals. I've already got the decals made. They're supposed to just be getting shipped to me. I'm waiting for those. Once I get those, I'm going to send you guys the hats and the decals. So you'll be getting those. And then I'll send like a couple stickers too. So, woohoo. I know
you ain't got a shit, huh?
Oh, yeah. I got the hat. Yeah. I got a hat here. I'll just give it to you when you come. You're coming next week? The weekend? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Dallas until Wednesday. So that'll work out for us, I guess. They also have I guess another thing. There's two last things I have. Let's not end on a sad note, so I'm going to say this one first. Sega co-founder, the former CEO, David Rosen, passed at 95 years old. So for those of us who actually knew and grew up on Sega, like
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, like, sad in the terms of, like, he passed away, yeah, but, like, he built a legacy for himself and lived to 95. Like, 95 is past the standard life expectancy now.
Oh, yeah.
So, 100%.
Good on
him. In America. Yeah.
Good on him.
I mean, even though I know Sega's trying to make a comeback and stuff like that, too, but just, like, even just having that influence on, like, a whole generation is something huge, Like, yeah. If I say Sega, everybody's head right now is going, Sega. And then you're just thinking about the game you were playing, whether it be Vector Man or Comic Zone or obviously you got Sonic the Hedgehog.
They should come out with, like, Sega revamped or whatever, but they should come out with a simplistic game system up to date that just has, like, Sega where it had only a couple buttons. And, like, then I can put my kids on that, and that shit's
ABC and Turbo. Well, no Turbo mode. That was cheating.
Yeah. But what's cheating is when we played the football game.
Oh, NFL? And you just dive?
And you would dive, and the other person would dive after you, and it was like, and you would make
like
your way all the way to the end zone. Yeah.
That was actually a Madden game, as crazy as that was. That was Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the first Maddens on Sega. It was just little 2D characters running up the field.
So great. Anyways, I love that he did it.
Yeah.
He made it.
It was a great way for us to be able to start off on our gaming journey, in a sense. I mean, to think we went from Sega all the way up to, Halo to then now we're on PCs. So we're playing Arc Raiders. It's this was another thing I thought about too, because you talked about Dad on your podcast where he's 70 years old, but he's still getting after it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Father. And I thought, like, I'm 35, he's 70. Literally the life I've lived right now, if I make it to his age, I will literally have to live the expenditure of my life again, which to me is insane to think about, because I'm like, I'm old. Like 35. I mean, 35 isn't old, but it feels old when you get to this age, you know what I mean? And to think I have to now live this entire lifespan again, I'm like, that's quite a bit of time. But
34, 35 is really when you start feeling different joints that you would have never thought you would have felt.
Yeah, like that one joint that you sent me the exercises for, the stretches for.
Your sacrum.
Yeah, I could never say it. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I started doing those exercises. Like when I start feeling my lower back hurting, I'm like, time out. Let's do a couple exercises here. It pops every time, right? By the way. Yeah, pop every time. I know you've never gotten a pop.
Never got mine to pop.
I think the trick is like you really have to push hard on like the forward and backwards and then the out. And then when you come in, just like a slow pressure and it just pops. I don't know. Give it a try. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Again. Yeah, try it again.
Yeah, whatever. The other thing that is coming is the Corsair Galleon 100 SD, which is a keyboard. Looks pretty sweet. Standard keyboard, but on the side of it has a Steam Deck, basically. Or Stream Deck, sorry. It's got 12 customizable Stream Deck buttons, 2 knobs, and then like a little small LCD screen. The problem is going to be, so you can pre-order now and it'll ship early 2026. Don't know exactly the date yet, obviously, but it's only $350. So if you want a Stream Deck or need a new keyboard, you get this, you get both in one, and then it ships to you sometime early this year. So,
I have a question and I have a comment.
Okay.
The comment's going to be that $350 is not even half of the price you paid for the Xbox handheld.
Yeah, but that's a whole gaming system. That's basically a portable PC. All right,
anyways, if the keyboard, because keyboards after significant amount of use like get messed up, are you going to be able to exchange just the keyboard to keep the pad?
It looked like it was all in one, so I don't think you'll be able to.
That would be tough.
Yeah, that would definitely suck. I mean, there's a lot of ways to care and maintenance your keyboard. Like the keyboard I've had since I've had this PC.
Yeah, so, same.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's a good environment, you keep it clean, you're not dropping a bunch of stuff on it. It should last pretty good, I would think. But I mean, there's never any guarantees. So I mean, I'm sure there's a warranty on it. There's got to be some sort of warranty.
The Steam Deck is probably, or Stream Deck is probably going to last longer.
Yeah, than the keyboard itself. Yeah. Again, I think there's probably going to be some sort of warranty, but I don't think it'll be as long as, unless they have a lifetime warranty. No idea, but I doubt they will for that type of thing. But otherwise, yeah, you'll probably have to take it in to get repaired. Yeah. I don't know. But, well, I mean, really, that's everything I have for the list. Is there anything like, I know sometimes you comment some stuff, Ray. Is there anything you want to add or say or anything?
No, I mean, not as big into it as you guys, but I'm saying check out S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 if you guys are into a single player game that like you can just kind of jump into whenever you want, because I don't have a lot of time myself. And check out S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
90 hours a week, I'd say you probably don't. Yeah,
probably don't, but it's like it's a good game.
Yeah. So. And then anybody who's listening, of course, good conversations. Don't forget to check out the Unsolicited Talk Podcast. It's going to be harder to find. We'll put a link in the description so you can find it. They're trying to build, of course, but good conversations. Just two men, drinking some beers, going over life. So great conversation. Other than that, I appreciate everyone for watching. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you agree or disagree with. Something from the show you might want us to discuss next week. You can catch us on multiple platforms. We got YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio. And then, of course, feel free to check us out on our socials. We got Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram.